Hey guys, welcome. My name is Jose. I am a third grade dual language teacher in Illinois, and welcome to Classroom Setup Day 3. So, like I said, this is day 3. So, if you have not seen day 1 or day 2, gotta go watch those so you can get context of what is happening in the room. Also, I received 2 packages. Again, if you would like to donate anything, that would be greatly appreciated. The link is going to be in the bio. I will try to remember to also put it in the comments section, but no promises on that. But it will for sure be in the description for the video. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and open these, show you what it has, and then hopefully it has like the recipient's, not the recipient, I'm the recipient, the sender's name, that way I can thank them. But yeah, let's open these up. So I'm not gonna lie, I am very tired. I woke up at the normal time, like what time did I wake up? It was like 8 when I woke up, and I fell asleep like around 2:30 in the morning. Not on purpose. I promise it wasn't on purpose. I accidentally took a nap yesterday, and because of that, then my body didn't want to let me fall asleep at night. And I am trying to get my body to be on a consistent schedule for school, because it's been on summer mode, obviously all summer, and obviously we can't have that happen. So part of me last night was like, you know what, if I'm still awake at 2:30, let me not go in today, because I'm gonna be tired. And yes, I am tired, but then I also told myself, no, like I gotta come to work, even though I have to remind myself that there are gonna be days that I'm gonna be really tired and I still have to come to work. So I have to make sure that I'm putting myself in that position. But yeah, so the first thing that I opened, so happy birthday certificates and the pencils and the wristbands and everything. So I'll check right now to see who sent it, but to whoever sent it, and I'm gonna say this before I even see who sent it, thank you so much, because between you and me, my district has made the students' birthdays boring, because the kids aren't allowed to bring anything in anymore, unless it's like non-edible stuff. So a lot of times they can't. Like in the past, they've always brought like cupcakes or just something, right? And now it's not. And I've always felt bad, because children's birthdays, especially in school, growing up, and even me seeing it through the past 3 years, is always like a big deal. Like a lot of the kids wait for this day, and it's many times the one day that they actually feel, I don't want to say validated, that's not the right word, but I guess seen or just appreciated. I don't know what the right term is. So genuinely, to whoever got the certificates in this, huge thank you. Along with this, I also plan on, I saw a video idea from someone on TikTok that I'm friends with. She had like this bin that had like individual snacks, like special snacks that they can pick when it's time for their birthday. Also, I think the music is too loud, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn that down. All right, music is turned down, so hopefully that's better, because I felt like I was trying to talk over the music, and I don't like that. Also, I did read who sent it. One of my best friends, I'm not gonna say your name, but you know, thank you. I'm also gonna send you a Snapchat, that way you know that I saw it. So for this next one, I have a guess on what it is, because there was only so many things that were this size in my list. So and then again, hopefully there's like a note. Oh, there it is. And the person, ooh, I don't know. Wait, actually, I think I do know that. So this is someone from high school. So thank you. I appreciate it. If you're seeing this, if not, I will still send you an individual message. But thank you so much. So this is, if I remember correctly, yeah, color pencils. Which is really funny, because if you watched yesterday's video, I literally just said how I didn't have colored pencils. Like I just had that little bag. So yeah, appreciate it. This it's gonna stay in its box because if I remember correctly, they're like individually compartmentalized by the color. So instead of mixing them up in one bag, I'm just keep them like this. Obviously, they're not gonna fit in the drawer, so they're just gonna be put on the counter above. Right now, my mystery science boxes are on top of there, so that's gonna have to wait. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Like I said, if you want to donate anything, that would be appreciated. Now, game plan for today. I have to finish organizing the cabinets and the shelves. I think I know where I want to put the games. I have to wipe down that column of shelves because I didn't do that yesterday. So I'll wipe it down, I'll put the games in, and then see, this is the hard part because the rest of it is art club stuff. So I'm waiting on my coworker for that. So instead, I'm thinking that I'm going to, well, once I do the games, then I'm gonna separate the English and the Spanish books. Someone had made a comment yesterday asking about what I teach specifically. So um, I am a dual language teacher. I teach in a 50-50 model. I have a co-teacher. I teach the Spanish portion of like the curriculum for third grade. My co-teacher teaches the English portion, and we share kids. So I see two groups of kids every day. I teach Spanish all day. I teach them language arts and like reading skills. I teach them writing and science. So that's also going to come and play later on because I want to do a science wall and I don't know how to do it, but we're not going to touch that right now. Um, so yeah, that's why most of the stuff that you're going to see is going to be in Spanish. All right, so I'm gonna end up putting the games right here. Previously, that's where like the student supplies for like markers, extra scissors and stuff were. That's where they were. But since I put them over there in the three drawers, here now I have it open, and I'm gonna put the games because they really only need one column. So these are the games that I have in this basket. I have the magnet tiles. I have these two puzzles. They're jumbo. I have this one that's for Spanish words. Minion Uno Battleship is new, and hopefully it does well. Candyland, Connect 4, a thing of Jenga, the floor is lava. This one is Loteria. My friend was gonna throw this out, but it's a thing of checkers. There is, I don't remember if it was a red one or a black one that's missing, but one of them is missing one, but everything else is still there. And then somewhere over here, oh, it's right here. I also have dominoes. But yeah, that's all the games I have right now, and this is all for like indoor recess or their fun Friday. All right, so this is its current layout. Might change it in the future, or if I get some more stuff, then it'll get switched around. But top shelf, we've got like the smaller things. So we've got the puzzles, we've got the dominoes, the loteria, the blocks, the card game. Down here in this bottom shelf, we've got the magnet tiles in the basket, we've got the board games, and then the thing for checkers. So the next order of business is going through all these books and separating the English and the Spanish. In I think the first video I mentioned that most of the books coming this way should be English, that should all be Spanish, and that box should be Spanish, and that'll be mixed. Yeah, because I want to keep the English books here, and then I want to put the Spanish books over there. Alright, so everything that's left over here are all English books. So I've got these bins that are already categorized. These I think are just regular fictional books. The big books, chapter books, more story books. And as we walk up here, everything that is in this pile is in Spanish. So everything here is gonna go in through here. Like I said, I do plan on putting some books in these bins as well, some categories, and Also have like the book stand so I can stand some books here. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this here. I might, because I've been waiting to do like a I've been kind of waiting to do kind of like a return bin where if a student doesn't know where the book that they have goes specifically, they can just put it in the bin, and then at the end of the day, I can put it where it goes. I feel like that would save a lot of time, since if they're just putting stuff randomly in random places, then that starts mixing up the books. So hopefully that works, and I think that should be big enough. So before I start actually working through those books, I am gonna sit down. I'm gonna create labels for the boxes. I should know the majority of the books because they've been in my class. So I really have to think about what categories I can fit the most books in and how to actually space them out, because I don't want to put a lot of effort in like moving books, grouping books, and then changing my mind later. Like I want to sit down, actually think it through. But yeah, let's see how this goes. Hold on, time out. I started writing down the different like categories, but then I remembered I have a whole box of books. I mean, it's a small box, but I have a box of books that I bought last year. I want to say maybe around January, February. And, well, technically it was this year, 2025, but last school year. And I purposely didn't open the box because I wanted these books to be new for this year. So let's open it, see what books I got, because honestly, I already forgot which ones were in here. Also, if you're seeing this, don't try this at home. I am a trained professional. Been doing this for years. Always cut away from you, except for those moments when you're being very, very risky, but also careful. Right. Okie dokie. Let's see what I have in here. Let me move this to the side for a little bit. Move the computer. Okay. Packaging stuff. All right, bet. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff. Okay. Really quickly, Tiburón Grande, Encanto, El Tiempo, Reina Ramos, Horneando con mi abuelita, Los Trenes, Por amor del fútbol, A recoger manzanas, Día de los Muertos, Suelta la Rocket, Hora de fútbol, Las tortugas marinas, Los volcanes. There's more. Hold on. Mexikid. This is a graphic novel. I got more. Hold on. We got Messi. Kids are gonna love this one. Los koalas. La de los dientes. Puerco pizza. Reina Ramos. Another graphic novel. In English it's Cleo. I don't know how you would say it in Spanish. Chloe. I'm gonna just say Cleo. Cleo y su unicornio. Reina Ramos, another Encanto. All right, that's it. So lots of new books, smaller books, which is good. But yeah, lots of new books. I have to now label these with my name, and that's gonna take 10 minutes. All right, really quick update. There was a lot that got done. I had my coworker come in, who runs the art club with me, and we actually organized everything. So literally everything that is on the desk right now is just my stuff that I can finally just put out. Yeah, it looks so much better, so much more emptier. So yeah, I'll do that. Well, right now I'm gonna eat, and then I'll keep working on the books. Again, just look at how empty those are over there. Like this has some stuff, but this group of tables pretty much empty except for the not the towels, paper towels. Empty. All right, update. All the tables are clear except for this area, which most of it is just extra storage things. This was for binders for my past units. And then this I'm gonna put up in the room. This I'm gonna put up in the room as well. So now I'm gonna categorize all of this into different piles. That way I know what can go in the small bins, what can go in the big boxes. Okay, so I've made these labels. So I've got graphic novels, animals, biographies and autobiographies, realistic fiction, Disney, because I think I have enough Disney books in Spanish for it to be its own bin, poetry, space, nature, and earth, fictional stories, nonfiction, world history, technology, science books, again another fictional stories, realistic fiction, and then I have space for one more that I can create. So now I can actually finish organizing these how I want to, because I was organizing them and then I realized that I could have made many different piles, but we're not going to do all that. We're going to do what I just did on the computer. Okay, so I have the sticky notes on all of these free tables, that way I can put the books on top of the tables. I'm not going to record me moving the books because I just need to lock in and make sure that I do it right. But I'll show you how it looks at the end. Alright, it's getting late, so I'm gonna have to stop here because I'm gonna go home. I finished categorizing all these Spanish books that are on the tables. Just showed you how the tables look. I thought that I would have more Disney, but apparently not. It's literally just the two books that I bought from Encanto, so that is not gonna have its own bin, unfortunately. But I do want to get more graphic novels because I only have two. I do have one more bin that has some more books, but those are specifically like the school's books. Like they just purchased them last year and they would prefer that we keep those books together. So that is why those books are still in its own bin and not shuffled around with the rest of the books. Also, not sure how much I actually got videotaped today. Again, most of it was literally just me and my coworker just going through all the art club stuff, talking logistics, making sure that what we are keeping we are going to use. Yeah, thankfully all the cabinets are now done. The closet for the most part is done. I do still have to go through the bottom portion of the closet, just to make sure that that is organized, but what's in there should stay in there. I just got to organize it a little bit better. The English books, for the most part, they are already organized. There's just a couple of books that I have to put in their place. The Spanish books, again, now that I have the books actually placed out, tomorrow when I come in, I'll be able to put them into a box or a bin, depending on how big that category is. And yeah, so then tomorrow I should be able to actually then work on wall space. I do have something that I want to ask you guys. So in this wall right here, I want to create a science wall, like the whole thing just science. I'm not sure what's the best layout for it, so if you have any ideas, please let me know, because at the moment I have no idea how I want to do it. Again, I teach 3rd grade, so the things that I teach are life cycles, animal adaptations and characteristics, what else, force and motion, and then I think like weather and climate and stuff like that. But yeah, if you have any ideas for this, for it to be a science wall, that would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, like and comment, all those regular stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.